How you guys doing? Today is your daily Lenten meditation for 2020. Today's Thursday, the day after Ash Wednesday. So yesterday we were talking about there being 46 days in Lent. And what's up with that? Well, it's actually because of how the church grew in understanding of the importance of Sunday. If anyone wants to go in deep on the theology of Sunday, the holy day for us Christians, I invite you to look up John Paul II's encyclical Dies Domini, which goes all in to this theology of Sunday. But there's 46 days of Lent for us. Well, I thought Jesus just went into the desert for 40 days. Well, hold on. Why are you guys adding more days? What the heck is going on? We have 46 days because there are 6 Sundays in Lent, and those Sundays are technically not meant to be days of fasting. Well, why? Didn't Jesus fast for 40 days straight? Is this kind of like, easing up? Is this like, making it easier? Like, no. It's us recognizing that what Jesus did on a Sunday occurs every single Sunday. Chick-fil-A's onto something. They're closed on Sunday, but it helps them to kind of serve more and to give more. It's about recognizing what the Lord did. What did the Lord do? He rose on the 3rd day. And so that we could observe these full, the fullness of this theology of Sunday, the church went through a controversy early on. You see, back in the day, they would celebrate, the early church, they would celebrate Easter on kind of different days. Can you imagine that? Like Easter sometimes would be on a Friday or a Thursday. Why is this? Well, there was this group of early Christians called the Quattrodecimans, which comes from the Latin word for 14, that followed exactly when the Jews observed the Pasch, their Passover, because this is the day that Jesus was died during the Jewish Passover. But there was others that were saying, well, hold on, if you do that, then it's always gonna it's not gonna be on a Sunday. And they said, well, too bad. And so the church began to understand that this feast was a movable feast that had to be on a Sunday, and so this was the solution that came. Pope St. Victor I, he tried to resolve it. It was really hard. There were some people, especially this church in France, at the group of bishops in France, they said, why doesn't the Pope every single year just tell us when Easter Sunday is going to be? And this is how it was determined. It is the first Sunday after the full moon in March. It was determined, looking back into history, that this was the Sunday where Jesus rose from the dead. This is why we celebrate Easter Sunday. So maybe you're ready, you're all fired up to kind of go into your fast. I'm giving up this, I'm going to do that. And the whole idea of not having to do it on Sunday sometimes can be an abuse. It's like, well, I don't have to fast on Sunday. It's like, it's not about that. It's about you being part of a resurrected people. What does it mean that you are called to be a person of the resurrection? I implore you to continue your ascetical practices through Sunday, but also to observe a good meal with your family, to sit down at table and not in front of a TV, and to interchange time with one another. This is the intent of a Sunday, of a holy day, to go to church, to go to Mass,